All right, Mark, joined now as we always are each and every week, and I just want to thank him each and every week because the way the season has gone, this cannot be easy. But John Gibson, former BCSN Falcon, part of the Bowling Green Falcon Radio Network, Todd Walker. John, we were both there on Saturday against the University of Toledo, down 17-0. Your thought in the box was?
I can't say it on TV. No, I mean,
fair enough.
It was the worst case scenario. It was the worst thing that you could possibly see. It was a blocked punt, a turnover, and a score. You put your defense in two bad positions. The defense, gave up 2 touchdowns at 17-0. And from that point forward, for me, it's like, this is a rivalry game. Are they going to lay down or are they going to fight back? And they fought back.
They did. They did. And I think that was something that they're riding on. They had it at 3 points several times in the game. But at the end, I feel like this is a broken record. Each and every week we're saying we see good things, but it doesn't result in victory. Does it mean it will, or does it mean we're just not there?
Well, I think it means a little bit of both. I mean, I think eventually, somebody's going to make a play. I think 4 times in that game, we had the ball down 3 with an opportunity to take the score, and 3 times we went 3 and out. And one time we actually got a first down. But either way, we didn't make the play it takes to win the game. That's a signal. That's a sign of a young team. That type of inconsistency is a sign of a young team. And I know I keep saying young team every week, and, these guys that are playing as freshmen are now sophomores pretty much because they're 6 games into their season. But, I was a much better player at 22 than I was at 18.
Sure.
And that's a big thing. These kids are still growing. You saw the fight. You see that, I don't think anybody can question, have they given up on the coaching staff? No one can question that. I think it just simply is they have to have more repetition.
Okay, so you have uncovered, this is the king of transition here, you have uncovered, maybe the players haven't given up on the coaching staff, but Dave Briggs from our media partner, The Blake, came out with that article, that column with anonymous boosters saying it's time. How do you coach when you have people saying, or boosters saying it's time to go?
Well, Mike Jinks is a grown man, number one. He knows that when you don't win, those types of things happen. He also knows that he hasn't won in quite some time. I think it's a bit of cowardice to say those types of things anonymously. Put your name on it. Say it with your chest. If that's the way that you feel, I know from the internal structure that I'm around, I don't get the feeling that, unless Bob Moosberger, the AD, has an amazing poker face, I don't get he's fed up, and his box was next to mine yesterday. So I didn't get the feeling that he was fed up. I understand that Bowling Green fans are fed up, but I think the bit of fool's gold that we're dealing with here is the fact that that myth that Mike Jinks took over a championship team and ran it into the ground. That's not what happened. He took over a team that was in need of being rebuilt and is in the process of rebuilding it. This was not a championship team when he took over in 2016. You got to think, this was a program that had 3 coaches in 3 years, essentially.
Right.
And so you don't, even though those are championship years, you don't get to capitalize on recruiting when the guy that won the championship is on a plane to Syracuse. Right. That's not the way that this works. So it's going to be a process. I see good things. I see things that could get better. The defense played well. They were put in bad spots. But, there were 3 turnovers in the minus zone and 4 turnovers, and they only came away with 2 touchdowns. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, do you want to have a kicker that can kick the ball, further than 30 yards? Sure you do.
Yeah.
A punter, should I say?
Yeah.
Do you want to have a blocked punt? Of course you don't. But the truth and the honest of it is a process. We're going through the process, and you can't say that you have not seen improvement from this process.
Okay. But again, and this, and I know you would say this too, this is a results business, and when you're the head coach, you're judged on wins and losses, and right now there's not a lot of W's in that column. Maybe this weekend coming up, it's homecoming, so something to look forward to at the campus, at the Deut. Can they turn around against a Western Michigan team that's on a bit of a roll here, won the last 2 MAC games in a row?
Western Michigan has always played us tough. Yep. I mean, throughout my whole career, every Western Michigan game, even when they were down, they came to the Deut and they played us tough. It's going to be a tough game. This is another one of those games where they have an opportunity to go out here and prove something to themselves. Forget everybody outside. Forget the David Briggs and whoever the anonymous donor is and all of that stuff. what it is really is they have to go out there and prove to their brothers that we can go out here, we can compete, and we can close a game. We can seize opportunities and close a game. And this is an opportunity. I fully believe that in the second half of this season, this team has the ability to go out and beat some teams that nobody thinks they can. You know, nobody outside of the SIBO Center believes that this team has anything. So they have an opportunity to go out there and beat some people. They just got to go do it. The talent is there.
Well, we will find out, and that's coming up this Saturday. Bowling Green, Western Michigan, homecoming at the Doit. John Gibson will be there, part of the radio broadcast with Todd Walker. We'll see how it goes. Hi, Zig.